You're very welcome to this evening flow. Um, it's a practice that will maybe help move your day out of your body, that will quieten your mind and set you up for a good night's sleep. So, if you can have at hand a yoga strap, or you could have a belt, you could have a long scarf or a man's tie, and just have that at hand. Have something comfortable to sit on or to kneel, and then close your eyes. And just take these first few moments to welcome yourself here. Acknowledge your commitment to practicing at home, which can be challenging. To give yourself this time in the evening with the intention of a restful night's sleep. Feeling into your energy right now. Noticing your breath, feeling where it's breathing and how. And then softly opening the eyes, turning the palms up and take the arms wide. And then with an inhale, raising the arms up, grateful for this day. And then as you exhale, hands to the heart with all its gifts and its challenges. And set an intention for your practice, a sankalpa. And maybe there's something that you want to move out of your body, move out of your mind. And then releasing your hands down. Coming onto the ground, we'll start with lying down. Okay, a mini shavasana. If you need to have the knees bent, please do so. Anything that will support your lower back. Otherwise, palms face up, feet fall out to the side. And using your inner eyes to scan your body. Noticing any spaces that feel like they need to let go. They need more space. Coming once more back to your breathing. And what is the quality of your breath right now? And depending on where you're breathing, you may need to guide it down into the belly. And when we breathe into the belly, we connect to our nervous system. And we support it, we enable the nervous system to calm down. Bend in both knees now so that the soles of the feet are on the ground. And bring the right knee in towards the chest and just hug that thigh in. Feel that deep crease, that deep bend in the right hip joint. Feel how the lower back is pressing into the ground. Then bring the right hand onto the right knee, left hand onto the left hip and thigh. Begin to make circles with the right knee. And what we're doing, we're making circles with the hips. So it's almost like you're flossing your hips. And now come in the other direction. Nice, big, generous circles. It doesn't need to be fast, it can be nice and slow. And then come to center. Coming into half happy baby. So the knee is bent, the thigh is drawing towards the chest, the foot is flexed. You can bring your right arm to the inside of the right knee. The right hand comes across the top of the foot and takes hold of the outer edge of the foot. We keep this left knee bent, left foot on the ground. Now, if this isn't an option for you right now, you can take hold of the shins, or you can take hold of your strap or your belt or your scarf, whatever you're using, and you can just hold the strap just in the arch of the foot, more towards the ball of the foot. Now, don't pull hard on the strap. You can have your elbows resting on the ground. This is just a very gentle suggestion that the thigh comes towards the chest. Notice how this may have affected your breathing, and slowly release. We'll bring the left knee in, and we'll just hug that thigh in just for a moment. Press the right foot into the ground, and then release the right hand, make circles with the left knee and the left hip. Again, it could be a sensation like flossing, so flossing the hips. And then come in the other direction. And again, it doesn't need to be fast, but can the circles be generous, big and wide? Again, as much movement into the hip joint as you comfortably can. And then back to center. And half happy baby on this side. So maybe take hold of your strap. Maybe the left hand comes across the top of the foot. The left outer arm is onto the left inner knee, and the left hand is on the outer edge of the left foot. And notice any sensations in your body. Notice how and if this has affected your breathing. And then slowly release. Right arm overhead, left hand comes onto the belly. Roll over onto your right side. Left hand presses down in front of you, looking down, sliding the right hand back and coming all the way up. So we're coming to Balasana. Either knees wide or knees together. You're taking the arms out in front, hips draw back if the knees are wide, forehead to the ground. You can always use a block, a pillow, a blanket. You can stack your arms. If the knees closed and more comfortable, then come into classic Balasana. So wherever you are, let the forehead be in contact with something solid. So it could be your arms, it could be a book, a block, it could be the ground. Drawing your awareness inside. And this contact with the solid surface really helps to bring our awareness within, but to slow down the thoughts, create spaces between them. And then coming up to kneeling plank. Bring the knees in, find your shoulder distance, hip distance. Just a couple of rounds of cat-cow, lifting the tail, dropping the ribs, looking forward, shoulders back. Lengthening the lower back, lifting between the shoulders, look back to the knees. And again. Using the breath. So the next time you exhale, come into angry cat, bring the big toes to touch, come down to Balasana. As you inhale, come up through angry cat, separate the feet, lift the tail, drop the ribs and look forward. As you exhale, angry cat, big toes touch, Balasana. Keep this shape in the spine, lengthen the lower back as you come up first to angry cat on the inhale. And then lift the tail, drop the ribs, look forward. So with each inhale and exhale, we're lengthening this with more movement. As you exhale, angry cat and Balasana. As you inhale, angry cat and happy cat. And again. We'll do this 3 more times, moving with your breath. Final round now coming up on the inhale, angry cat, happy cat. As you exhale, angry cat and Balasana. Coming up on an inhale, coming to a neutral spine, tucking the toes under, hips back to heels, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then bend in the knees. Now you can walk on the spot, walking out all the steps of your day. So just move in a way that feels good, and but maybe you want to be in stillness. And then come into stillness, lifting the heels, bending the knees, look forward, stepping the right foot forward. Back knee down. We're turning out the right heel and the right toes. Bringing the left hand off the mat over to the side. So we're leaning over onto that left hand. The right hand is coming onto the right thigh. Now I want to show you what this looks like. I've turned the toes out, left hand come over to the left. So the heel of the hand is to the inside of the right thigh, the fingertips are to the outside. And we're drawing the hip open. Bringing the right shoulder back, right shoulder down. The pelvis is coming forward and down. You'll feel that left hip flexor also begin to lengthen. Make sure there's no tension in the neck, the shoulder. Looking down, walk the right foot back to center. Bring both hands either side of the right foot. Lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. So these movements are slow. We're keeping quite low. We're not going to come to a standing practice, but they're also quite deep. So use your breath. Feel each breath in each posture. And feel it throughout your whole body. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Step in the left foot forward. Back knee down. We're turning out the front heel. the front toes. So we're opening this left hip. We want to let the knee be directly over the ankle and the knee facing in the same direction of the toes. The right hand comes off the mat over to the side. I'm leaning over. So lean over. Heel of the hand comes to the inside of the left thigh, the fingertips to the outside. You're drawing that left thigh open. Begin to soften the groin, the inner groin when we do this. Left shoulder's drawing back, left shoulder down. So the space in the left side of the neck. Now it'd be very easy here to just come onto the outer edge of the left foot, but feel the inner foot as well. So you're supporting yourself. You'll feel the right hip lengthen, the hip flexor, the pelvis drawing forward and down. Gazing down, we bring those left toes back to center. Both hands come down either side of the front foot. Lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. And at any time you want to come to the ground into Balasana, then please do. Your ears are in line with your inner arms, feet hip distance, heels turned out ever so slightly so that you can draw them in towards each other. Hands pressing down and forward. Knees bent, legs straight. You decide what feels good in your body. Lifting the heels, bending the knees, look forward, stepping the right foot forward. You can always have the back knee down, the left knee down, and you can help this front foot forward. We're bringing the right hand to the inside of the right foot, and we walk that right foot just out just a little bit. Now you can be on your fingertips, you can be on your palms, you could be on blocks or on a pile of books or one big book. Find the right footprint. Bring the shoulders down to use your breath. As you inhale, send the heart forward. As you exhale, curl in, push into that front foot, lengthen the lower back, so as if you're in angry cat. And as you inhale, come forward, happy cat. Shoulders draw down, heart reaches forward. And exhale, you push into that front foot. The front leg straightens just a little bit, but not fully. Inhale forward. Exhale round. You're moving the day out of your body. Last time, forward and back. As you come forward, right hand comes to the outside of the right foot, bring it back to center, plant the hand, step back, downward facing dog. And then straight away, left foot forward, back knee down. Left hand to the inside of the left foot, then walk the left foot out just a little bit. Find the left footprint, shoulders draw down, heart reaches forward. Feel the inner foot, the ball of the left foot and the inner heel as well as the outer. As you exhale, curling in, drawing back. Inhale forward, shoulders down. Exhale, push into that front foot as you lengthen the lower back, curl in. Inhale as the pelvis sinks forward and down, heart reaches forward. And twice more. Bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot, walking the foot back to center, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Feel each knuckle of each finger pressing down and forward. You're rolling the shoulders out so the armpits draw in towards each other, pressing down into the base of the thumb, inner heel of the hand, index finger. Bend the knees, bring the hips high and back, lengthen the sides of the body. Knees to the ground. Untuck the toes, slide the hands back to the knees, up onto the thighs. So I'm sitting in Vajrasana. By all means, you can have something between the feet, you can have a bolster between the legs, you can be quite high up. If you need to be into high kneeling, then please come into high kneeling. Fingertips to touch at the heart. Stay looking forward, twist to the right. Left hand onto the right thigh, right hand comes behind you. Lift the right heel, look over the right shoulder. Lift the left ear, look back to center. Hands to prayer, undo the twist, and twist to the left. Right hand to the outer left thigh, left hand behind you. Lift the left ear, look over the left shoulder. Lift the right ear, look back to center. Hands to prayer, undo the twist. Walk the hands forward, knees hip distance. You can untuck the toes, and you're keeping your hips over your knees coming onto the forearms. Bring the hands into Namaste, into prayer, forehead to the ground, and lift the hands up behind the head, into prayer, fingertips reaching towards the ceiling. Allow the spine and the heart to draw down. So it feels like the spine is in a sling. And then bring the lower ribs in and down. Releasing any tension, tightness in the shoulders, the upper back. Bringing the hands down, looking forward. Bringing the shoulders forward, bringing the left hand to the ground, the right hand. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Bring the left foot behind the right foot, and then walk the right foot over to the left side of the mat. Bring the knees down. And then again, we want to keep the hips over the knees, walking the hands forward into Balasana. And again, you can have support for the forehead. You could stack your arms. You could have a bolster. You could have some blocks, some books. Pressing into the hands, looking forward, lift the elbows, walk the hands back. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees. We come back to this downward facing dog. And then we change the cross. The right foot comes over to the right and comes behind the left. So now the right leg is behind instead of in front. The knees come down once more. Untuck the toes, take the feet wide, keep the hips over the knees, and come onto the forearms into a version of Balasana. But again, you adjust this as much as you need to make this comfortable. Pressing into the hands, lifting the head, lifting the elbows, walking the hands back, tucking the toes, come back to this cross-legged downward facing dog. Walk the left foot to center, take the right foot behind, and then come back to classic downward facing dog. Bringing the knees to the ground, untucking the toes. Come back to Vajrasana. Shoulders down, elbows in by the sides of the body, palms facing down. We'll take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders out. Take a full breath. And then take both hands over to the left hip. We're bringing the palms together. The left elbow's nice and wide. Very gently lifting the right ear and gently bringing the left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring the head back to center. Take the hands over to the right side. Right elbow wide, palms touching. Very gently lifting the left ear, bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. And come back to center. Extending the arms down for a moment, roll the shoulders out, take one more full breath. An open heart. Bending the elbows, hands come onto lower back. Keep the hands on the body as the hands come forward. Coming over onto the right side, taking the legs out in front. We're coming into Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet touching. Hands come onto the feet, interlace the fingers around the toes. So think about the hands bringing the feet together, not pulling up to bring you forward. Bring the shoulders down. Feel the skin pressing against each other on each foot. As you come forward, bend the elbows back and in. And then take the elbows wide and fold forward, chin tucks in. Again, resist the urge of pulling up on the feet. You can push the feet together. Soften your breathing. Bringing the gaze forward as you begin to lift the spine, the chest, begin to straighten the elbows, and then sliding the hands to the knees, but then behind you. You need to lift up and bring the sitting bones back. So you have a wider space in between the legs. So this is like a diamond shape. It's called Omega. We're sitting nice and tall. Fingertips are touched. Come forward. Then bring the fingers down. And it doesn't matter if you're up here. In this position, you don't need to go very far to feel the benefits. Yeah, you could be up here. That's fine. Bring the chin in. Don't tuck it all the way in. Just lengthen the back of the neck. Gaze is internal, down towards the ground. Soles of feet touching. And on your next exhale, see if the hands will walk just a further bit forward. Maybe the arms will come underneath the legs. Palms down and palms face up. So then wherever you are now, draw the chin in, curling in towards yourself. Let it feel like a surrender. Letting go, just dropping in and down into this posture. Bringing the gaze forward, taking out the hands if they were under the legs. Sliding the hands back in towards you, onto the legs, onto the outer knees, bringing the knees in. Walking the feet back into the sitting bones, wrapping the arms around the shins, and bring the chin in and the forehead towards the knees. Bringing the gaze forward now, releasing the arms, and make sure that your strap is handy. Coming forward just a little bit so that we can come to lying down. Both knees are bent, soles of feet on the ground. We bring the right knee in and take the strap across the ball of the foot. So we don't want it on the arch, we want it higher up. And then we extend the right leg. And again, you're not pulling up onto the strap. Let it just feel supportive. And straighten the leg, so it may be that the leg is over here. If the knee needs to be bent, that's absolutely fine. But you're pushing up into the strap and you're pulling gently down, and it's very gently down with the hands. And then very gently with your breath, as you exhale, draw the leg in towards the chest. As you inhale, move it away. And then very subtle, doesn't need to move very much. And then come back to stillness, reaching up into the strap with the ball of the foot. Now there is an option for you to keep this left knee bent, or you extend the left leg. Now, depending where you are, you can do this against a wall. And if not, I want you to imagine that left foot is pressing strongly into a wall. You're taking the strap, both sides of the strap, into the right hand. The left arm is going to come out to the side. The right leg comes to the right elbow comes to the ground as you open the right leg off to the side. Now, if you feel you are tipping over and your left sitting bone is lifting up off the ground, you can bend the left knee and come onto the outer edge of the left foot, a little bit like half Baddha Konasana. You can look over to the left if it's more comfortable for your head to be centered, and keep it centered. So in this position, we work with the liver and the kidneys. And this triggers a parasympathetic nervous system. This helps the body to release and send signals that sleep is good. Bring the head back to center if the head is turned. You can turn the left palm down. Bring the right leg back to center. Extend the left leg if the knee was bent then. Again, still pushing as if you're pushing into a wall. Now the strap comes into the left hand and we extend the right arm out to the side. The right leg comes across the body. Now, do not force this in any way. Just see to where it comes to. My left elbow is on the ground to support this. You could have a block here or a bolster. It could be up here, and that is perfect. If you wish, turn your head to the right. Bring the head back to center, leg back to center. Bend the left knee, release the strap, and we come over to the other side. Yeah, you'll definitely have something at home you can use if you don't have a yoga strap. And again, resist the urge to pull. Find support in the lower back with the right knee bent. And maybe you stay with this right knee bent and foot on the ground if this feels really supported now. Using your breath as you exhale, draw the leg in, and as you inhale away. And then extending the right leg long if this is your choice. Imagine that foot is flexed and it's pushing into a wall. The strap comes into both straps come into the left hand. We take this left leg off to the side, extending the right arm. Now, you don't want that foot to touch the ground or everything stops working. Again, you can come onto the outer edge of the right foot if you feel like you're tipping over to one side. This will help balance in the pelvis. How are you breathing? Where are you breathing? Bring the head back to center, the leg back to center. Extend the right leg if it was bent. Bring the strap over to the right hand, extend the left arm, bring the left leg over to the right. Bring the leg back to center. Bend in the right knee, bend the left knee. Release the leg, take the strap off to the side. We'll bring the feet as wide as the mat now. Walk them just a little bit further forward. Let the knees touch. Press the feet into the ground, bringing the weight back so the lower back presses into the ground. This will allow the inner groins to soften. Separating the knees, walking the feet together. So just spending a few breaths here in Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can rest on the body, one on the belly, one on the heart. And then slowly bring the knees together, extend the legs, and come into Shavasana. If you have an eye pillow, you can place one over your eyes. Place a blanket either over you to cover you, depending on if you're warm or cold. You can place it on your pelvis or on your belly. And this weight is very good for grounding. But be in a position where you're comfortable, where it is no effort. It takes no energy to be here. Now, for those of you that wish to, you can press pause right now and stay in Shavasana longer. Otherwise, inviting your awareness back into your body. Bring your movement to your finger and to toes. And slowly taking your arms overhead to the ground behind you. Get nice and long, your whole body long. Nice, gentle lengthen of your body. A soft yawn. And then bending your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the ground. Bring your left hand onto your belly, rolling over onto your right side. And then pressing your left hand into the ground to help you to come up. And taking your time to come into a comfortable kneeling or seated position. And I want you to take your left fingers are very receptive, bring them down to touch the ground. And then bringing your right hand onto your heart and close your eyes here. So tapping into that energy with your left fingers to the earth, to what's beneath you, what's supporting you. And that energy that is strong, stable, dense and slow. And feel those same qualities in your body. Nurturing, supportive. Bring your left hand to rest now on top of your right. Feel that your energy is soft. Body soft. Breath soft. And resting here in the silence of your heart. Bringing your chin in, keeping your eyes closed. Connecting to your heart, connected to your softness, and bowing to the harmony you will bring to your night's sleep. Namaste.